Well, these chairs are a little close together, wouldn't you say? Is this so we can hold hands during the hard parts, Shane?
It is.
I'm interested in the programming choice. Let's have incredibly beautiful people who create spacesuits that can live on Mars. You know, scientists, designers at the high, and then let's follow it up with 3 schlubby guys from media and see how it.
2 schlubby guys and 1 James Bond.
I thought I looked rather unschlubby.
So you guys have been, this is the end of your day, yes? And they told me they were going to be you invited me to speak with a few friends in Midtown. How many people are here, like 30,000? It would be nice seeing as this the capstone on the day if there was just the tiniest bit of gossip, the littlest bit of news that would somehow pull us through what is undoubtedly going to be a dynamic and wonderful afternoon, but just a little bit of news. And I couldn't help but notice last night Twitter melting, absolutely melting down with the suggestion that Vice Media, which embodies a certain kind of insurgent media insouciance, talking about making nice with Time Warner. I guess you probably came here to tell us about all the details of the deal, right?
Look, you're a big media reporter. You know that even if I was talking to anybody,
but we're among friends. Look at these guys.
That I wouldn't be able to talk about that hypothetically.
Well, that doesn't sound like a denial, though.
Well, we're talking to everybody all the time, people everywhere. Lots of people coming out, things happening, fast, dynamic pace.
Okay, so you guys still have a shot if you want to get a bid in, I guess. I do know that HLN was mentioned, and we tried to make a chair for Nancy Grace and maybe the Tot Mom, but they were booked. So you guys, part of what I think about is no matter whether there's a deal or in the offing, you've already done a deal with News Corp that valued at $1.4 billion. And there's this huge rush into the space, and people are saying, hey, it's 1980 in the cable business. There's mind share everywhere. There's a big land grab on, and you got to get in, and you got to get situated. And that if you get a toehold in this new video world that's emerging, that like the cable companies of old, that great things are going to happen. But part of what I wonder about is, back in those days, ESPN, they didn't really have content, so we all ended up watching like Australian log rolling, right? But you know what? People stuck with them. That was back when there was nothing else to watch. Now you got this stuff that Tom built, that everybody built, that were this huge clutter. So is it really like cable in the early days? You know what I mean?
I think it is. I think it is because, first of all, the scale is huge. I mean, it's exponentially bigger than cable. If you look at cable was a domestic thing. It's just America versus a global thing, which is online. I think also when Tom was doing it, there was a lot of barriers to entry. It was sort of prohibitively expensive, to get a network, and it was hard to get licenses, all those things. The internet is sort of, for now anyways, wide open. And so you have a whole new generation coming up that's saying, oh, I can do this, I can build this, it's my time now. And I think that what Tom built was a sort of changing of the guard for media, what cable sort of, took it to sort of free to air, and now it's happening online for sure.
There's a lot of similarities, actually. I call that like the second media revolution or TV revolution back in the 80s. It's sort of driven by, in the beginning, like there wasn't much there, but sort of the gateway drug for it all was home box office back then, which got people into cable, the idea that maybe you could get different kinds of programming if you subscribe to cable. And now we've got a gateway drug for online video that's Netflix, which is huge, which has got people comfortable with the idea of watching video on television or on tablets or watching, and it's, you know, it's made in the slipstream of both HBO and now Netflix. A lot of other content companies can kind of move in there because a lot of the hard work's been done, which is familiarization and so forth. So early movers get rewarded. A lot of the action in the space thus far has been about platforms or applications. There aren't really that many people in the online video space doing premium video. I mean, there's Netflix, surely, and there's an increasing amount of quality stuff around there, but it's still early days, I